Today is Sunday, Parashat Balak. In the parasha of this week, Balak invites Bilam to basically to curse Chaz v'Shalom the Jewish people, and Bilam was an expert in Ain Hara, in evil eye, and in curses. Yet every time he wanted to say a curse, only blessings came out of his mouth. He was not able to do what he intended to do. The Midrash says that there is a certain moment every day where there is a strict discipline in the world, but those days there was no such moment, and he was not able. On the opposite, he said some beautiful blessings for the Jewish people. One of the blessings that he said was Tovu, Ohaleicha, Yaakov, Mishkenotecha, Israel. How good are your tents, Yaakov, Mishkenotecha, your dwellings, Israel. He saw the tents, he saw the encampment of the Jewish people in the desert, very well organized. As we spoke in previous parashiot, there were 3 tribes on each side, 3 on the east, 3 on the south, 3 on the west, and 3 on the north. The Mishkan was in the middle, the Leviim were surrounding the Mishkan. It was not just topsy-turvy, it was very organized. But there was another thing that he saw that impressed very much Bilam. He saw how beautiful are the tents of Jacob. What did he see? Were the tents colorful? Were the tents made of material that made them look very beautiful? Now what he saw, which really was something very special, is that the opening of every tent was not directed towards the opening of the tent of the neighbor. So if you were sitting in your tent, having lunch, or talking to your family, you looked to the door and you wouldn't be able to see the inside of the tent next to you. You wouldn't be able to know what's going on in the tent of your neighbor. People were very discreet. Things were kept in a very modest, humble way, so that there was a protection of privacy. Nobody needed to know what's going on in the house, in the tent of the neighbor. That impressed very much Bilam to the point where he made that statement, Tovu, Ohaleicha, Yaakov. How beautiful are your tents, how good are your tents, Yaakov. So people are so respectful of the privacy of others. People are so discreet about what's going on in other people's homes that there's something that came out as a blessing. And it's actually a pasuk that we teach the kids already in nursery school, Tovu Ohaleicha Yaakov. It's a pasuk that we use sometimes even in a wedding ceremony. There is an incredible amount of value to this concept. Now you contrast that with what's going on today in the popular media, where everybody wants to know everything that's going on in everybody's private life. And not just that, unfortunately, people themselves volunteer so much of their private going on. I'm told there are people even that put pictures of what they're having for dinner on their Facebook page, so the whole world is aware of what's going on in your home and what you're having for dinner. And on, whether it's going on a vacation or selfies or whatever it is. People are all about so much recently into this thing of making others know. Well, let's not even talk about the paparazzis who follow celebrities and try to take pictures to try to put into the open the most private moments of private people. That is something that in the Torah, we see that Torah values so much the privacy and the discretion in every home. So, Tovu Ohaleicha Yaakov, how beautiful are your tents, that you maintain the privacy and that you respect the privacy. And by the way, in the Gemara, there are discussions that go on about even opening a window in a wall that would allow you to see what's going on in the yard of your neighbor, to be able to see what's going on in his private property, a window that was not there before. These concepts just show us how much we value, again, the privacy, how people should be discreet, and so well organize the tents and the encampment of the Jewish people that the openings of the tents were purposefully not directed towards the one next to you, so that you would not be able to see from your tent what's going on in the tent of your neighbor. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.